Thursday, the 17th of September 2020, 11:36 a.m. to Deepa, copied to Marcus. Dear Deepa, would you like to see my notes on the week before you stole my child? Remember, I stayed up late. Are you open to see yourself? Can you see yourself? If I sent them to you, would you even read them? Would you allow yourself to see the truth? Can you handle seeing all your undermining, all your bickering, the hiding and turning upside down of my Bible, etc.? Your constant attack against anything Christian, the castles, etc., etc. Do you remember I had to tell you to stop, that you were getting obsessed? All your negative words against me and how you said about plotting and deceiving. Are you ready to see it? Do you think you could see yourself? From what I gather, you consider yourself entirely blameless, without stain and without no plank in your eyes. I do not think you would even read my notes, let alone if you will, and I will let me know if you will, and I will send them to you. What is happening in my life with you parallels what I see happening in the world at the moment. The radicals are setting everything on fire, and then blaming those pointing out that they are setting things on fire, and those saying not to do it. Those saying there is a need. There is no need to set things on fire, and it is destructive. They are being blamed as the cause of it. Not even recognizing, regardless, that setting things on fire is plainly wrong, let alone turning the truth upside down. My life appears to be like that of what is happening in rioting America. It's cool. For me, I am okay with it. However, I am sad for Sanaya, though. For me, it's fine. For Sanaya, it is a huge disappointment. What you have done is simply wrong. What you did wrong, you did the wrong thing. And when you stated this morning that you don't forgive me in front of Sanaya, I do forgive you. Your major issue with me is my faith and my love I have for life. Read your note. Telling me that I think God speaks to me, etc., which is not true and I've never said it. Reread it. Your entire mental health argument rests on me being a Christian, as if it's a deformity, a problem, a negative mental health issue. There is every chance you could become a Christian. There was every chance you could have become a Christian before me. This happens all the time in marriages, to people from all backgrounds, from Brahmins to ISIS brides and everyone in between. How do you think I would have reacted to you becoming a Christian? The same way you have to me, calling you mentally ill? Do you think I would have been like you are to me about it? Do you think I would have taken my time to learn about it, spend time with you to understand? Perhaps you may have been a bit zealous in the start, and I would have taken time with you to slow it down, to grow in it. What bad could come from you becoming a Christian? I would have done all I could to have understood you and the faith you are now convicted by. How would have the world reacted if I plotted, lied, manipulated, and then stole Sanaya from you because you sometimes pointed out things that I were doing could be seen as being influenced by evil and not by good? Do you think the world would be okay with this? Do you think it would be condoned that social services would allow me to take Sanaya away from you in such a way? What you have taught Sanaya is wrong, and it will have a bad impact on her, particularly in her teenage years. Today, once again, you have demonstrated you simply do not care about the well-being of Sanaya, snatching the phone from her and telling her father that I have mental health issues in front of her. You didn't stay calm and say, let's speak later. You doubled down and tried to say that my family, Sanaya's family, agrees that I have mental health issues. Deepa, becoming a Christian is not a mental health problem. Just as if you had become a Christian, I wouldn't suggest it was a mental health problem. It is not. Even if you wanted to be. When it was first happening, you suggested we would have to divorce. You didn't marry a Christian, that you didn't want to be married to a Christian. Even though you constantly used my culturally Christian family and cultural background as a negative towards me. So you knew I was a cultural Christian and from a Christian civilization, and you knew very well whom you were marrying, which cultural background, etc. It is difficult to count how many times you said Muslims and Christians are the worst, and that you want nothing to do with them. Despite living in and benefiting each and every day from a civilization that would never have turned out this way without the values of Jesus Christ, and not on the ancient Greeks as you like to twist it. Their civilization was not as this is. It included slavery, bestiality, pedophilia, constant war, low status for women, etc., etc. You want to try and use my past, things that I've told you in confidence, that I was radicalized leading up to my protest, which included 7 months in Canada with your family, let's not forget, to try to suggest the same is happening this time. If you took the time to watch and read my testimonies of people who have become Christians, you will see most of them were something else before. Drug addicts, sex addicts, radical Muslims, right-wing Brahmins, occultists, thieves, homosexuals, murderers, radical communists, etc., etc. Are those whom converted also with mental health problem? Are those whom have converted also with a mental health problem? Those who turned away from all of that, are they also needing mental health interventions? Are they also just being radicalized again, addicted again? Is it possible for anyone to match your criteria of being an okay Christian? Or are all Christians mentally ill? Does Christian mean mental illness? Since you left, I have grown in my faith. I've had more time to read the Bible and the other Christian books you deliberately left in the basement. I have been able to fast for days, pray and listen to Christian music. I've been able to keep a Sabbath too. I've been able to speak openly with friends, family and builders, etc. about my faith. It has been a very good time despite the significant hardship of constant concern for Sanaya. My love of this creation, of the one who created it, has grown deeper. I have more peace than ever. It is this love that enables me to be able to forgive you and to simply just move on. Only this faith would enable me to deal with this mad situation with calm and knowing it will work out for the best. I am so very grateful for it. Again, I suggest you go to Canada to see your mother and forgive her directly, face to face. Now is the best opportunity to forgive. She is still alive and you are still alive. Forgiving her will transform your life overnight. The weight, the hurt, the anger will simply lift for you. Forgive. Again, I suggest it is simply time to come home. I forgive you for all of this. Truly, let's show Sanaya the right way to live. Let's not tell her, but show her. Love you.